Welcome to my new video, and in this one I will talk about Canadian immigration and statistics based on the data gathered from IRCC website. Objective here is to highlight certain patterns and trends, and I believe this could be useful when we plan our immigration. So let's get into it. The first chart I have here is showing the total number of invitations in red font on the top, and followed by the distribution into the relevant program. Here I'm not counting other programs like investors or entrepreneurs, because most of the people immigrate to Canada under these three programs. So the first thing is CEC, and based on the pattern for the last 5 years, we can see that 1/3 of the total invitations have been going to candidates in CEC program. CEC basically is the Canadian Experience class, and it refers to the people who have Canadian experience one way or the other. For example, they might have been there on a student visa or on a temporary work permit. Followed by this, we have the biggest chunk of the immigrants going to Canada under FSW program or FSW program. This refers to the people who don't have any experience of Canada, and speaking on most recent averages, we can safely say that these are the people who have a CRS score of 470 points and above. And then followed by PNP program, which has been roughly 15% during 2015 till 2019. This year, when we talk about 2020, we can see there is a clear shift between the trend. Although PNP is the same roughly, did not change much, but there is a clear shift between CEC and FSW, and I think the reason for this is most probably the pandemic of COVID-19 and then the travel restrictions, and that's the reason IRCC issued most invitations to the CEC candidates. And again, it's not official, this is my own opinion and it could be wrong. The second chart could be useful for the people who have an option to select the province. For example, the people who are going under PNP program, they don't have any option to settle in any province they want. They have to settle in the province which is sponsoring their immigration. But anybody who is going under FSW, for example, they have an option to select any state they like. And from this data, we can see that there have been 3 provinces who have been accommodating most of the immigrants. There is a small shift in the trends between 15 and 16, but when we go to 17, we can see that most of the people are going to Ontario, then British Columbia, and then Alberta. And I think anybody from any place in the world, if he's immigrating to Canada, he would find large community in these 3 provinces. Others basically refers to the rest of Canada, which could include Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and whatnot. This is the entire Canada we are talking about. So in those provinces or areas, we would see lesser number of immigrants. Now, this is also interesting but not surprising that most of the people who are immigrating to Canada are either Chinese or Indians. And these 2 nationalities combine about 90% to 95% of the total immigrants to Canada. Now, this chart is somewhat important. We can see that throughout the years from 15 until recent year, almost 90 to 95% of the total invitations were issued to the people who were either in an age bracket of 19 to 29 or 30 to 39. These youngsters have a higher probability of being selected because of their age, and their age gives them the advantage of acquiring a higher CRS score. And from this data, going back all the way to 2015, we can see that anybody who is 40 or above, he has a very low chance of being selected. And this is also an important slide. So the point is, anybody who is having 470 or above, whether 105 to 600 or 600 to 1200, he is definitely going to be selected. provided their score is 470 or above. It's only a matter of time. But anybody who is below 470 up to 450, they might still be selected, but they should start trying to figure out if they can do something to increase their CRS score. But again, anybody who is below 450 or 400, in my opinion, they have a very low chance of being selected, because the historical data shows that in recent year, which is shown in gray color, is 19 and the white is 2020, we can see that almost 60% or above were the people who have a score of 470 and above. Now, as I said, quick recap: if somebody has a lower score, what they can do. As I said, age is important. Age is something that cannot be reversed. So we should plan early if we want to immigrate. Then, if the age is right and CRS score is still low, one can try to retake IELTS exam and try to score their best. And the other area where they can improve is the education. For example, if the ECA outcome is bachelor's, see if you can do a PhD diploma or obtain a master's degree just to enhance ECA. But again, this is kind of a trade-off. By the time you can complete your master's, for example, you will gain points for education, but your age will also increase. So from there, you will lose points because of age. So it's kind of a trade-off. And that's why I urge people to start early. And if they are late for some reason, they should do their best to upgrade their education and try to work it out as soon as possible. And last thing that people can try is basically when they are filling their IRCC profile, there they can decide or choose to immigrate without a spouse or partner. So these are the 3 or 4 areas where we can try to increase our CRS score. And I hope this video helps. So thanks for watching.